Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? First down, Prescott. He gets it to Sims, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down, Prescott. It's complete, Stills. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Here you go. 47. Here you go, 46. Swing in the field, right. To the right. Here you go, 47. 41's the whip. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Prescott now on second down. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Done. 41's the whip. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Hey, here we go, 46, 46, 47, 26, 26.
Now Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26. 26.
Prescott now. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
46, 46. Hey, 47. Switch. Get out. Gun. Here we go, 46. Then we're going to 53. 26, 26.
Prescott on first down. And Stills over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And
he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Aaron Wallace picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Easy, easy, easy. One.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
It's coming now.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Then we're going to 53.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Spinning past him. And he'll running right through it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go, 46.
On 2nd down, Elliott spinning away. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. On the left side, this is Stills. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide. Switch is 8. We go 47, 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47, 26.
Here's Prescott. Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Let's go. One. Keep it rolling. One.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Left side caught by Matthews. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. He's still on his feet. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Mariota on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off the toss, Lewis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Now they'll run it on the toss. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he stopped immediately there. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's coming now.
Again to Elliott. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, kill. Gun. Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott. And that's complete to LaFell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Swing to the field, right. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
We're going to 54. Why is it? We go 46. We go 47. We go 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Michael Campanero. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
Swing to the pit, right. To the right. Got four down. Kill. Swing to the pit, right. To the right. Here we go, 46.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now the first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Under. 46.
Now Elliott. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Swing to the pit, right. To the right. At 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
26.
They give it off here to the tight end. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At 47. 47, 26, 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Now Campanaro. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Mariota now on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, kill. Gun. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
27. 26.
First down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
It's coming now. 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. Sweat to 8. Here we go, 46. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. His throw caught, right around the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, Sweat. Then we're going to 53. 26.
He'll get it up the middle, spinning away. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Now Campanaro. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mariota to throw it. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
54. Wide in. Here we go. 47. 47. Here we go. 46. Gun. Here we go. 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. 46. 46. Here we go. 46. 26. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
It's coming now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath. Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 55 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Mariota now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, it's Lewis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, it's Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Here go 46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Connects it to Roberts, right side. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Henry. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Tennessee, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
you.